Sympathy is like standing on a warm, well-lit balcony, looking down at a friend sitting in the rain below. You see their struggle, but you remain dry, separate, a spectator to their storm. You call down, "Oh, you poor thing, have you tried moving under the roof?" Your heart aches, but from a safe distance, you send down a blanket or a thermos, kind offerings delivered from above. You shout encouragement. It will pass, the sun will come out soon, but your feet are not wet. You observe, not share, their discomfort. Sympathy is a postcard from a safe country. Thinking of you from over here, where the weather is fine. Solutions seem obvious from your vantage point, but you never step into their world. You remain a lighthouse keeper, flashing concern from the shore. Sympathy builds a bridge of words, but it's a bridge no one crosses. It's a gentle nod from across the street, a reminder that you are here and they are there. Empathy is something else entirely. It doesn't call down from the balcony. It leaves the warmth behind. Empathy walks down the stairs, feeling the same cold, damp air. It's the decision to get wet too. Empathy knocks softly on the door of someone's sorrow, not to fix, but to sit beside them. You're not there with a plan, just a willingness to share the same patch of ground. Empathy says, "I don't know what to say, but I am here." It's the act of pulling up a second chair in the dark, making the silence a shared one. Sympathy shouts directions from the edge of the fog. Empathy steps into the fog with you. "I'm lost in here with you," it says, and suddenly the fear of being lost alone lifts. The goal isn't to pull someone out, but to accompany them. It's a humble presence that trusts they'll find their own way. Your job is not to lead, but to be there. Empathy's quiet presence says, "You are not alone in this." How do we practice empathy? It starts with a choice, to descend, leaving comfort behind. When someone shares pain, it's like they're at the bottom of a well. Sympathy peers over the edge and shouts, "At least it's not raining down there." Empathy finds the ladder, climbs down, and sits in the darkness. It doesn't rush to talk or fix. It lets its eyes adjust, feels the cold stone, and says, "You're not alone." The connection is made by sharing the darkness, not fixing it. This descent takes courage, the courage to feel another's pain without being consumed. The urge to escape is strong, but the true gift is presence. It's their well, their journey. You're simply a companion. Trust is built in these shared depths. Empathy doesn't offer a rope, but a hand to hold. This brave, gentle act changes both people in the well. To truly be there for someone is to feel the weight of the air in the room. When someone is grieving, the atmosphere is heavy, charged with unspoken stories. Empathy means breathing that same difficult air, sitting with the discomfort. Imagine your friend carrying a heavy, invisible backpack. Sympathy says, "That looks heavy, you should put it down." Empathy stands beside them, touches the backpack and says, "This is heavy. I'm sorry you have to carry it." You don't try to take it, but you acknowledge its weight. The most empathetic response is often to simply bear witness. Create a space where their feelings matter most. The air remains heavy, but in sharing it, it becomes breathable. This is the essence of empathy. I am here with you, unafraid of your darkness. We are a culture of words, always eager to fill silence with advice or stories. But empathy knows the power of silence, a language older and deeper than words. Sometimes the most healing thing is simply to be quiet together. Imagine sitting with a friend who's just received terrible news. The urge to speak is overwhelming, but what if you just sat there, letting your presence be the message? That silence says, I won't rush you, I won't fix you, I'll just be here. It's a silence full of respect and love, not emptiness. In our noisy world, this is a rare gift. Offering silence is trusting them to navigate their own feelings. Your quiet presence anchors them. Learning to be comfortable in shared quiet is a skill. In these moments, the deepest connections are made. The gift of peaceful, shared silence is powerful. There's listening with your ears, and then there's listening with your whole body. Most of us listen for words, already preparing a response. Empathetic listening is different. It's listening with your bones. You tune into what isn't said. The tremor in a voice, the slump of shoulders, nervous hands. You quiet your mind and give your full attention. Notice their breathing, their eyes, their posture. You're not just hearing, you're receiving their experience. This deep listening is an act of profound respect. Your presence says, you matter. Your body communicates empathy more than words ever could. You listen not to respond, but to understand. Sympathy often hides a subtle judgment, a sense of, I wouldn't have done it that way. This creates a barrier, placing us above the other's struggle. True empathy requires unclenching this fist of judgment. It means accepting that their map of the world is as valid as yours. Suspending judgment is hard, but it's essential. It's about witnessing someone's struggle without needing them to be different. When you remove judgment, you create a space of safety. Here, the person can be their whole, imperfect self. Your non-judgmental presence is a balm for the soul. It says, I trust you. I'm here to support, not correct. In this open space, true healing and connection can begin. Sympathy can leave us feeling drained, as if our energy is siphoned away. Empathy, though, connects rather than exhausts. When we sit with someone in their darkness, we find a thread from our heart to theirs. This thread is not obligation, but shared humanity. By daring to feel with someone, we're reminded of our own aliveness. In comforting others, we are also nourished. Think of it as a shared fire. Both are warmed by its glow. Sympathy tries to send warmth through a window. Empathy opens the door and shares the hearth. Each act of empathy strengthens the invisible thread that binds us. We build a network of understanding and support. Empathy calls us down from our balconies into the messy, beautiful courtyard of life. May you find the courage to leave the balcony and walk down the stairs with an open heart. Learn the art of sitting in the well, not to rescue, but to bear witness. Offer your quiet, non-judgmental presence, a sanctuary for another's soul. Trust in the power of shared silence and listen with your bones. Unclench the fist of certainty and open your hand in acceptance. Feel the invisible thread of connection and discover that empathy fills you, not empties you. Your heart is more spacious than you know, big enough to shelter another's sorrow for a while. In the simple act of sitting with another in darkness, you bring a light more powerful than any solution. Your heart is big enough for two, and in that shared space you both find your way home.